Thursday night, we're gonna make tonight quick. My eyes hurt. I'm so freaking tired. All I wanna do is go to bed, but we're gonna talk about the new Mac a little bit. So I got it yesterday. We opened it up. I started the setup last night after dinner and then Fuego. Really just the basic, easy stuff of going through the system preferences and setting up things in general and adding my mail accounts and stuff like that. Today I focused on installing applications, migrating my photos and music library, stuff like that. And all in all, it went pretty smoothly. I still had some issues with the music library, but I moved some folders around and made some changes that I think will improve that process later. Should I do this again anytime soon? Let's hope I don't. This is the first time I've set up macOS Raw in like 6 years. It's been a long time. I was in college the last time I did this, when I migrated from the old fat Macs to the thin, skinny touch bar Macs. Maybe I'm forgetting a generation in there. I don't remember. I should start a spreadsheet, because I don't manage enough spreadsheets, of all of the Apple devices I own. So in 30 years, I can be like, I'm the biggest nerd. I've wasted the most money on these electronics that don't work very well some of the time. Anyways, honestly, it has gone very smoothly. It's impressive how the Mac App Store allows you to go in there and click download, and like 5 seconds go by and boom, it's open. And that brings me to my next point. This Mac, and I'm not trying to justify an expensive purchase, but my God, this Mac is like nothing I have ever seen or used before. This thing is fast. And yes, it's an M1 Max, 64 gigs of RAM, 2 terabyte drive. It's top of the line minus the 8 terabyte option. I could have upgraded the solid state drive to 8 terabytes. I'm coming from one. I've maintained between 100 and 200 gigs of free space for years, but I would like a little bit more room to grow and not have to worry about how cluttered up the documents or downloads folder gets. Though I do a good job of keeping those clean, I just don't want to worry about it. So it is ridiculous. Like, it boots pretty quickly, not as quickly as I'd like, but it's fine. Logs in way faster than my previous Mac. My previous Mac would take like 2 or 3 minutes just to log in after you type in the password and hit go. This one's about 5 seconds. The most tremendous difference to me is anything you click on, if it's Final Cut Pro, Photos.app, iMessage, Safari, Photoshop, Lightroom, these applications are instant. You click the button, the screen populates, it's there, it's ready to go, no bouncing in the dock, waiting for the application to load, no beach ball. And I'll admit, my previous software set up on the 2018 MacBook Pro had been restored, backed up and restored, and backed up and restored probably 30 times. It was a bad software build. It's had a lot of operating system upgrades, a lot of software uninstalls, a lot of shit has happened to that system, which unfortunately adversely affected the performance of the system. I went in the applications folder, did a Command A, Command O. I haven't done that in years. I have not had the courage to do that in years. Sure enough, the dock just, vroom, it's opening like 70 applications, and about 10 seconds later, everything's open. Now, most of these applications are opening for the first time. So they're down there bouncing in the dock, giving you that little window like, welcome to Pages, here's how this works. It just did it. The fans didn't come on, it didn't get hot. Unbelievable. Totally unbelievable. I brought it to the shop today while I worked on Frank's car and a bunch of other shit we had going on at the shop today. I used my 8 terabyte drive to back up my photos library of 400 gigs, my music of 50 gigs, move over applications, move over other files. Normally I would do target disk mode, but honestly, USB-C on a modern lacy 8 terabyte drive is so fast, it backs up 400 gigs in 15 minutes. So 20 minutes, whatever. The point is, I did not realize that I never once plugged in the new MacBook Pro today. From noon to 6 p.m. I brought it home, 34%. How? How is that possible? That it's actively installing applications. The screen is on 100%. I had music playing some of the time, which, by the way, speakers, mind blown. Absolutely phenomenal. The bass response, the highs, the lows, the mids, everything sounds incredible. They get loud, they don't rasp, it doesn't drone, none of that. It just sounds awesome. This thing is worth every penny of the $46,000 we have to pay for these things now. But holy shit.